Cat in the Hat, that's me, presents a three-decker consisting of 1, the Sneetches, 2, the Zacks, 3, green eggs and ham.
Oh, at the edge of each ocean, you'll always find beaches. Beautiful, glorious, glorious beaches. And when I meander on peaceful-ish beaches, I frequently find myself thinking of Sneetches.
Sneet, did you say Sneetches?
Yes, S-N-E-E-T-C-H-E-S, Sneetches.
Oh, S-N-E-E-T-C-H-E-S, Sneetches.
Now the star-bellied Sneetches had bellies with stars. But the plain-bellied Sneetches had none upon theirs. No stars on their bellies, no stars upon theirs. Now those stars weren't so big. They were really quite small. You would think such a thing wouldn't matter at all. But because they had stars, all the star-bellied Sneetches would brag.
We're the best kind of Sneetch on the beaches.
With their snoots in the air, they would sniff and they'd snort. They'd have nothing to do with the plain-belly sort.
Ronald, remember, when you are out walking, you walk past a Sneetch of that type without talking. Keep your snoot in the air and remember to snort. We have no truck whatever with the plain-bellied sort.
When the star-bellied children went out to play ball, could a plain belly get in the game? Not at all. You only could play if your bellies had stars, and the plain-bellied children had none upon theirs.
Yeah, your belly's got no stars.
Twink, twink, twinkle, twinkle, lovely little star.
Twink, twink, twinkle, twinkle, stupid little star.
If there's one upon your tummy, that's just yummy, you're my chummy.
If there isn't, you're a crummy, slummy, gummy, bummy, dummy. That applies likewise to Daddy and your mommy. Twink, twink, twinkle, twinkle, lovely little star.
Twink, twink, twinkle, twinkle, stupid little star.
When the star-bellied Sneetches had Frankfurter roasts, or picnics, or parties, or marshmallow toasts, they never invited the plain-bellied Sneetches. They left them out cold in the dark of the beaches.
From the heights of Mooba Mooba to the gullies of Gazoo, there is nobody else who has one. We're the favorite few who do. And so a toast, raise your marshmallow stick. A toast, raise your good fellow stick. And toast the glorious gimmicky that makes us what we are. Sound off and let the welcome ring in praise of our exclusive thing. A toast, raise your marshmallow stick. A toast, raise your good fellow stick. A toast to your belly star.
They kept them away, never let them come near. That's how they treated them year after year. They got snubbed, they got snooted, their bottoms got booted, while the star-bellied Sneetches all taunted and hooted.
They just are not suited. No stars upon theirs.
Then one day, it seems, while the plain-bellied Sneetches were moping and doping alone on the beaches, just sitting there, wishing their bellies had stars, a stranger approached in the strangest of cars.
My friends, I have seen they've been treating you mean. My name is Sylvester McMonkey McBean. I know precisely why you're so unhappy, and that I can fix. I'm the fix-it-up chappie. My prices are low, and I work with great speed, and my work is 100% guaranteed. By my new patent process of polar potoxis of the inner subnuclear noosebomb nogoxis, you'll get a star like the star-bellied sneetch for the mere paltry payment of $3 each.
A star? Here?
Yes, my friend, there. And the first to go through gets the trip at half fare. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
It works!
Yeah!
It works! It works!
Over there, they got stars upon theirs, and we over here, we got stars upon ours. We got 'em all, so we got 'em too. For every little bitty bit as goody good as you. Now we're socially acceptable at Marshmallow Toast. You'll have to send us invitations to your Frankfurter roast. Stars, stars, bless our lucky stars. All the sneetches on the beaches now got stars upon theirs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are faced with a most awkward dilemma. We're the true star-bellies. We had them first. We're still the best sneetches, and they're still the worst.
Yeah! But how are we going to prove it? Which is which? I can't tell us apart.
Let me through. Excuse me. Step aside, please. Thank you. You don't know me, my friends, but calm down if you can. I'm here to help the original Star-Belly clan. Those upstarts, it's true, now have stars just like you. But follow me, my friends, and you know what I'll do? I'll make you again the best sneetches on the beaches. And all it will cost you is, $10 eaches. Belly stars, my dear friends, are no longer in style, and I'll have yours off in a very short while in my wondrous machine which eradicates stars. Then you won't look like sneetches who have them on theirs.
Eradicates these?
Eradicates these with the greatest of ease, provided you pay your $10, if you please.
Here's 10 for the boy and 10 for me.
Thank you. Original.
How distinctive.
How exclusive.
Now we know who is who, and there isn't a doubt. The best kind of sneetches are sneetches without the old-fashioned custom of walking about with stars on your belly is O-U-T, out. Abdominal stars we cannot abide. Abdominal stars are abominable. Abdominal, abominable. Abdominal stars are abominable. O-U-T, out. O-U-T, out. That old status symbol is O-U-T, out.
Then, of course, those with stars all got frightfully mad. To be wearing a star now was frightfully bad. Then, of course, old Sylvester McMonkey McBean invited them into his star-off machine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then, of course, from then on, as you probably guessed, things really got into a horrible mess. All the rest of that day, on those wild, screaming beaches, the fix-it-up chappie kept fixing up Sneetches. Off again, on again, in again, out again. Through the machines, they raced round and about again, changing their stars every minute or two. They kept paying money. They kept running through until neither the plane or the Starbellies knew whether this one was that one, or that one was this one, or which one was what one, or what one was who. Then, when every last cent of their money was spent, the fix-it-up chap packed up, and he went. And he laughed as he drove his car up the beach.
They never will learn. No, you can't teach a Sneetch.
But McBean was quite wrong. I am happy to say that the Sneetches got really quite smart on that day. That day they decided that Sneetches are Sneetches, and no kind of Sneetch is the best on the beaches. That day all the Sneetches forgot about stars, and whether they had one or not upon theirs.
A toast, raise your marshmallow stick. A toast, raise your good fellow stick. A toast to the silly gimme kick that we have here and there. Sound off and let the welkin ring.
So what do your star-spangled sing?
A toast, raise your marshmallow stick. A toast, raise your good fellow stick. And poo, poo, poo to your belly star.
Oh, beyond the last mountain, the very last mountain, beyond the last Zanica tree, beyond the last woomph bush, the very last woomph bush, there is a vacuous, vacant prairie, the prairie of Prax, and the tale of the Zacks.
One day, making tracks in the prairie of Prax, came a north-going Zax, a north-going Zax, and a south-going Zax, a north-going Zax, and a south-going Zax. And it happened that both of them came to a place where they bumped. There they stood, foot to foot, face to face. "Look here now," the north-going Zax said. "Hey, say, you are blocking my path. You are right in my way. I'm a north-going Zax, and I always go north. Get out of my way now and let me go forth." "Who's in whose way?" snapped the south-going Zax. "I always go south making south-going tracks. So you're in my way, and I ask you to move and let me go south in my south-going groove." Then the north-going Zax said with north-going pride, "I never have taken a step to one side, and I'll prove to you that I won't change my ways if I have to keep standing here 59 days. "And I'll prove to you," yelled the south-going Zax, "that I can stand here in the prairie of Prax for 59 years. For I live by a rule that I learned as a boy back in south-going school. Never budge, that's my rule. Never budge in the least, not an inch to the west, not an inch to the east. I'll stay here not budging, I can and I will, if it makes you and me and the whole world stand still." Well, of course, the world didn't stand still. The world grew. In a couple of years, the new highway came through, and they built it right over those two stubborn Zacks and left them there, standing unbudged in their tracks.
Oh, I frequently think every now and then of the glorious fruit of the noble hen. Eggs! Eggs! E-double-G-S eggs. My knowledge of eggs is tremendously wide. I've eaten them boiled, I've eaten them fried, poached and shirred and deviled and scrambled, omelette, schmommelets, coddled and frambled. I've eaten them beaten and swizzled and swazzled, frizzled, gedizzled, bamboozled and fuzzled. I know every way that an egg can be guzzled. And thinking of eggs reminds me of Sam, whose favorite dish is green eggs and ham.
I am Sam. Sam I am. That Sam I am, that Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham.
He does not like them, Sam I am. He doesn't like green eggs and ham.
Would you like them here or there? I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am.
He doesn't like green eggs and ham. He doesn't like them.
Would you like them in a house? Would you like them with a mouse? I would not like them in a house. I would not like them with a mouse. I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere.
Green eggs and ham. He doesn't like green eggs and ham. He doesn't like them. He doesn't like green eggs and ham.
Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a fox?
No, not in a box, not with a fox. Not in a house, not with a mouse. I would not eat them here or there. I would not eat them anywhere. Yuck. I would not eat green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am.
Would you, could you, in a car? Eat them, here they are.
I would not, could not in a car.
You may like them, you will see. You may like them in a tree.
I would not, could not in a tree, not in a car. Now let me be. Not in a box, not with a fox, not in a house, not with a mouse. I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am.
Sam, oh Sam, oh Sam I am. He doesn't want him, doesn't need him, wouldn't touch him, wouldn't even, wouldn't like him here or there. Or anywhere.
Could you, would you, on a train?
No, not on a train, not in a tree, not in a car. Sam, let me be. Not in a box, not with a fox. Not with a mouse, not in a house, not here or there, not anywhere.
In the dark? Here in the dark? Would you, could you, in the dark?
I would not, could not in the dark.
Would you, could you, in the rain?
I would not, could not in the rain, not in the dark, not in a train, not in a car, not in a tree. I would not like them, Sam, you see.
Would you, could you, with a goat?
I would not, could not with a goat. I will not eat them here or there. I would not eat them anywhere.
Would you, could you, on a boat?
I would not on a boat. I will not with a goat. Not in the rain, not on a train.
You do not like them, so you say. Try them, and you may. Try them, and you may, I say.
Sam, if you will let me be, I will try them, and you will see. Ooh. Oh, say! I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam, I am. And I would eat them in a boat, and I would eat them with a goat, and I will eat them in the rain, and in the dark, and on a train, and in a car, and in a tree. They are so good, you see. So I will eat them in a box, and I will eat them with a fox.
He will eat them in a box, and he will eat them with a fox.
And he will eat them in a house, and he will eat them with a mouse, and he will eat them here or there. Say he will eat them anywhere.
I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam, I am.
It was a mighty gorgeous sunset. It was truly a beautiful sight. All the friendly small housetops of Whoville glowing bright in the changing light. All the Whos who lived here in Whoville paused and smiled as the sun sank down and the purple shadow of Mount Crumpet crept across the farmlands beyond the town. It was a mighty peaceful sunset until old Josiah happened to sniff. And he whispered to his wife,
Mariah, will you also take a whiff?
And Josiah and Mariah double sniffed. And they said,
I wonder if...
But they really didn't wonder. They knew it was terribly true. They knew that the sour, sweet wind was coming back, and what the sour, sweet wind would do.
Inside, children.
I suggest we stay indoors tonight. I suggest we lock ourselves in tight. Tonight, you know, won't go quite right. You can tell by the smell of the wind. It sounds like another one's coming. Another Grinch night might commence. I wouldn't go out on a night like this for $1.50. Always starts when that sour, sweet wind begins a-howlin'. Sour, sweet wind across the tree stumps on the wrong side of Punker's Pond. Then that wind wakes up the Gree-Grumps from their sleep inside the tree stumps, and all the Gree-Grumps start a-growlin'. And that growlin' and that howlin' runkles and grunkles up the pond. And that's why I'm suggesting to all you ladies, kids, and gents, I wouldn't go out on a night like this for $2.50. 'Cause when old Punker's Pond gets grunkled by that howlin' and that growlin', that always disturbs the Hackencracks. And the Hackencracks start a-yowlin'. And the yowlin' of the Hackencracks, plus that runklin', grunklin', howlin', growlin', always irritates the Grinch. And then that Grinch starts in a-prowlin'. So I suggest we stay indoors tonight. Our problems are immense. I wouldn't go out on Grinch night for $6.60.
It's a wonderful night for eyebrows. Max? No, where is he? Max! It's a wonderful night for eyebrows. It's a wonderful night for teeth. It's a wonderful night for Grinch night. Their troubles will now commence. Oh, I wouldn't stay home on a night like this for $60.60. Max, go bring the paraphernalia wagon. Max was obeying his master's command in the cave on Mount Crumpet's bleak peak. The sweet, sour wind swazzled over the land. And in the home of Josiah and his good wife Mariah, they just stood there, and no one could speak. Until finally Euchariah said,
Grandpa Josiah?
And Grandpa Josiah said,
Yes, Euchariah?
and Euchariah said,
Grandpa, we've stood and we've stood, and stooding just stooding produces no good. The least we could do is find out without doubt whether or not the Grinch is coming out. And so I suggest we don't stood here like sticks. Call the Grinch Alarm Center. Dial area code 519006.
Excellent suggestion, Euchariah. Area code 519006. Line's busy. Very busy. Ah, here he is.
This is not a recording. This is me in person. Your Grinch Alarm Warden, Sergeant Samuel S. McPherson. It is my duty to inform you if conditions improve or if they worsen. I have infiltrated his territory, keeping sharp eyes upon this schnook. And I'm focusing my focuseller to take still another look. Conditions are worsen.
Hurry up, Max. I'm raring to go. I'm gonna be the guest of honor at the exclusive Grinch Night Ball. Gonna be the only dancer in the Whoville Town Hall. I might enter the ball quite small, or I might go in quite tall. But I assure you nobody is gonna dance with me at all when I enter front and center at the exclusive Grinch Night Ball. Ha-ha! Ready? Giddy up, Maxie!
Attention, attention all who's. This is Sergeant McPherson, and conditions, I'm afraid, are now worser than worsen.
How many times have I said and said? How many times have I said in my head, what am I doing here? Why am I the slave of this grinchy old crock? And I say how I wish I could turn back the clock and have the fine future I had once before, and again be an innocent puppy once more.
In your puppy house, Betty, with sweet Auntie Woofy Woofoon, feeding you hominy grits with a big silver spoon?
What am I doing here? Doesn't matter much how, but my dear old Auntie Woofy, wouldn't I fear very much care for me now?
Blah! As you can see by the lights flashing on the Zindex, that's the Zinheimer Disaster and Devastation Rate of Spread Calculating Index, I am recording the intensities and immensities of the Grinch's current antisocial activities. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, the Grinch is working up quite a score. And unless I am misreading, I think it's going to soar up even more.
You know something, Grandpa Josiah?
Do I know what, Euchariah?
You know, sir, this looks a lot better without my glasses.
You put your glasses back on and face the facts, Euchariah.
As the Grinch creaks ever closer to your little front yard gates, he's engaged in Grinchy practices that every who abominates. He defoliates, depreciates, deflating all the things he hates, and frequently expectorates. Oh, the X he activates, he castigates, he blastigates. And while all of Whoville sits and waits the fates that it anticipates, his wagon wheel obliterates and decimates and platinates 10,000 little flowers.
I missed one. Got it.
You know something, Grandpa Josiah?
Shh, Euchariah.
Oh my gosh, look what he's doing now. He's hunting down the Wuzzy Woozoo. The Woozoo at least should have immunity. He's the only one left in our community.
in Bricklebush? I got brickles in my britches.
Phew, that was a mighty tight pinch, but the Wuzzy Woozoo has eluded the Grinch. He's safe inside a Bricklebush.
You know something, Grandpa Josiah?
Do I know what, Euchariah?
I gotta go to the euphemism.
The euphemism? No one goes to the euphemism on a night like this.
But I gotta.
Euchariah, don't be long.
I suggest we stay indoors tonight. Our problems are immense. I wouldn't go out on a night like this for $66,600,000 and an extra 66 cents. He is wandering in the wind, while the hack and cracks are yowling, and the grey grunts are a-growling. He is wandering up Mount Crumpet in the sour, sweet Grinch night wind. No one comes home through the wind. No one comes home through the growling. He is lost amongst the yowling, lost forever in the darkness of the sour, sweet Grinch night wind.
Darn these brickles anyway. I'll be sore for a month.
Where is that euphemism? Huh? Oh, a woozoo. Oh, a doggy. Nice doggy. Poor lost doggy. I'm gonna take you home with me. If I ever find it again.
Brickleize me, will they? I'll brickleize the entire township. Who are you?
Euchariah who, sir?
You're a rather small who, aren't you?
Well, I do the best I can, sir. Are you really the Grinch?
Am I the Grinch?
Sorry, sir. I have a slight astigmatism, an optical condition in which parallel rays of light from an external source converge or diverge unequally in different meridians. You know, sir, I like you much better with my glasses off.
You put your glasses back on and face the facts. Am I the Grinch? I'll show him.
Unka pod pa, pam pam pa, unka paddy pa pa, unka paddy pa, unka lunka, ibzin troika, foldi maldo pam tusk.
Am I the Grinch? Out of my way, small who. I got bigger things to do than to waste my time with you on Grinch night. Achtung! Giddy up, Maxie! Next stop, Whoville!
So with the sweet sour wind still a-howlin', now the Grinch was really prowlin', and Euchariah watched him go a-clunkerin', skunkerin', skunk-a-punkerin' toward the helpless town below. And he thought about Josiah, Mariah, Obadiah, and Mathiah. He would have to save them somehow. He would have to save the town. He would simply somehow have to stop that Grinch from getting down. And suddenly Euchariah knew precisely what he had to do. Stall for time.
does the rather small Who want this time?
Will you please scare me some more, sir? I sort of like it.
Look, kid, I gave you the $2 treatment. You're not worth a first-class Grinching. Am I the Grinch?
Euchariah! Euchariah!
Where are you?
Okay, you asked for it. Quit fuddling with your glasses. Put those glasses on and get up here.
Yes, sir.
Come on. Come on. Closer, Euchariah. That's a nice little Who. Now closer. 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 And Euchariah, with a courage he had never known till then, Euchariah who, with a courage beyond the courage of most men, with the sour sweet wind a-howlin', stood before the gruesome Grinch and said,
To your worst, bring on your spooks, shoot the works, I will not flinch.
Oh?
This is it. Grinch is gonna get ya. Grinch is gonna get ya. Nits and beer for a law. Yeah. Euchariah, Euchariah, Euchariah. Grinch is gonna get ya. Grinch is gonna get ya. Nits and beer for a law. Grinch is gonna get ya. Nits and beer for a law. Gonna get your nits and beer for a law. Yeah.
Enjoying yourself? Take a little walk.
No, I wouldn't step here. And I wouldn't step there. I would only step round with the greatest of care. And it's hopeless to try to escape through the air. It's prime time for spooks. We are every which way. No, you can't turn your back. And you can't turn your face without meeting some member of the unhuman race. We're a grisly, ghastly disgrace. Yes, it's prime time for spooks. We're all over the place.
Enjoying yourself? Take a spook's tour.
Mr. Grinch?
What?
Well, sir, as I knew it would, sir, the sour sweet wind is dying down. No wind ever blows forever.
So what?
Well, sir, according to all available statistics, when the sour sweet wind stops howling, that always stops the gree-grumps growling.
Yeah, I know.
And when the gree-grumps stop their growling, Punker's Pond stops runkling, grunkling. And when Punker's Pond stops runkling, grunkling, that always stops the hackin' cracks from yowling. And when the hackin' cracks stop yowling, you know what that stops. That always stops the Grinch from prowling.
Well, I'll be Grinched.
Well, I'll be Grinched.
Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Turn this wagon around.
Attention all who's. This is Sergeant McPherson reporting to you once more in person. And I can report that I never had thought that I'd ever report a report of this sort.
I'm sure gonna miss that Grinch night ball. But that wind will be coming back someday. I'll be coming back someday.
Look, Mariah, there's Euchariah.
Oh, what an unusual way to come back from the euphemism.
The nasty old sour sweet wind has blown away. All the gree-grump growling's growled itself away. Gone is the Grinch up the mountain far away. Hey, gone is the Grinch, that Grinch has gone away. Sing hallelujah, wind has blown away. Sing hallelujah, sing tra-la-boolie. Sing whoozazazoolie, up the mountain far away. Sing hallelujah, Grinch has gone away.